Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Yeah, so, not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't know that I was gonna be working a morning shift today. Um, and so, I don't really have anything planned for today. And to make matters worse, well, not asterisk, but quote unquote worse, my backlog just got even bigger. Yeah. I just got a special bundle deal off of Fanatical. Essentially, build our own. It was a build your own special collection bundle, and now I have I don't even know how many games I have. Um, One of them was a Boomer Shooters Fearsome 5 bundle, a Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls double pack, Hidden Cats Triple Pack 2, Interstellar Space Genesis Ultimate Bundle, Rock of Ages 1 to 3 Complete Bundle, and Sci-Fi Shooters Bundle, alongside 4 mystery games that I have no idea what they could be. Let's see. Onyx, hello. Congrats on first. Voodoo, welcome on in. Maza, hello. And Emmons. Glad to see you too. Let's see. I'm just redeeming these games right now. Beyond Two Souls. Yeah, I got heavy. Yeah, I got that one. Uh-huh. This may take a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that worked. Oh, they made a third Rock of Ages. That's cool. Let's see. Thank you for the shout out to whoever that was. I'm pretty sure that was Onyx. Yeah, that's its job. Let's see. And also Onyx, come here. Oh my goodness. Alright, what are these mystery games? Okay, already have that game. Okay. So in total, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22 games. I have a problem. And now to add them all to the backlog, the backlog collection. Because Lord knows. Oh, wait, this isn't. There we go. Eh. Alright, let's see. What game? Should I play a game today? I have so many games, I can't even decide. Do you have Vermintide 2? It's not installed, but yes. Though looking at it, I don't know if it would interest me. Yeah, I haven't touched this game for years. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, I could play this one. This is a game called The Paynes Creek Killings. Investigate an infamous cold case in the eerie, abandoned town of Paynes Creek. Search for evidence, connect the dots, and uncover who killed Vivian Roberts. Can you expose the truth behind this town's dark secrets? Okay, I'm hooked. Uh-oh. There we go. I will definitely make a schedule once I'm done here. Oh, why is it 10? Why is it that? That's so... Wow, it really wants to be on that monitor. No, you're going on this monitor. There we go. Subtitles. Wow, there's a lot of controls here. Kind of surprised. Oh. The game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observation and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture or getting pushed out of the game mode, simply use the reload button in the menu to transport you back to the entrance of the location. The game will continue from there, and you will retain everything you found up to that point. Good luck.
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Paynes Creek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Okay. The Hartford Times, 212 Greenwood Street, Northville, NL. No, don't know what NL is. 42779. RE. Who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved, and the killer was never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Payne's Creek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. Last week, we received news that large swaths of Payne's Creek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit this story and attempt to find out the following. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front-page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Don't forget to bring the camera. Wait, I could just end the game right here? Nope, I'm out of here. To Janet, I'm glad that you made it back safely. I hope you uncovered the truth about the Payne Street killings. If so, your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Who killed Vivian Roberts? It was this guy. What was the murder weapon? Robe. No, it was the pistol. Pistol, yes. Pistol. Select the photo for your newspaper. If you do not have a photo, a default photo will be selected. Is this a joke? Where is the evidence pointing to the killer and the murder weapon? What were you thinking when submitting this report? Yeah, fine. Pack your stuff first thing tomorrow morning. The Payne Street great app. 2% complete. Oh, we got an achievement for it! Ah. Ah, that's pretty funny. We didn't even manage to complete the tutorial. And we somehow got a game over. That is pretty funny. Ugh, we have to sit through this again. Can we skip this? Please?
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Payne's Creek.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, so it looks like we don't actually have to submit a motive. We just need to find out who done it, what they did it with, and get a good photo. There's something posted on the window. Cemetery gate, padlock, 1131. Wait, what? Locked. Oh, I don't have flashlight. Desk. Okay, it was the wrong key. This is automatically assuming of using a controller. That might be a problem. Let's see. This report is an update to what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. Two hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy at work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Trisha, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Okay. It's locked. You don't say. How do I disable the tutorial? Locked. 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 Cemetery gate padlock 1131. Oh. Locked. Timothy Sanders, you're in God's care now. May you rest in peace. Here lies a man whose wisdom flowed from the rivers. Eternally loved, Gary Roberts. Magdalene Roberts, you'll always be remembered. Henry Johnson, Wanda Tyler. Sarah Goldberg, Trisha Roberts, Vivian Roberts. An unmarked grave. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried that this game is gonna be too big brain for me. Paynes Creek Trinity Church. The truth shall set you free. Sunday Mass, 8 a.m. Bible study, Friday, 6 to 7:30. Locked. Locked. So many doors are locked. Oh boy. I just noticed my upload speed's tanking. And oh, finally a house. Let's see. So this used to be like a, was this a restaurant? The hooked end of the tool is thin enough to be slid between the car door's window and the rubber seal, catching the rods that connect the lock mechanism. Ooh. Okay, that did it. Explore the area, Crab Island. Was I supposed to pick up a flashlight at some point? I feel like I was supposed to pick up a flashlight at some point. Locked. Lots of locked doors. Let's see. Nope. Oh well, we tried. Locked. Doors bolted from the inside. Mansion second floor map. Where's the first floor map? This must be the Rabbits family. That's better. Oh, that's the whole tutorial. We're done here. Okay, what's the button for read? R. Lord knows I'm gonna need this. May 24th, 1993. I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been here for a long time, some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She is really nice and is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. June 2nd, 1993. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other. However, they are perfect when it comes to attending Charles and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they are in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much either, even when they are both at home. They don't seem happy. What's going on? June 13th, 1993. Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. I thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind to it and work really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer. It has been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he is not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Robert helped with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. October 14th. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Scott told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome. If only he wasn't taken. So many locked doors. A sheet to count scores. I forgot to return the servant's room key in time, so I left the key in the kitchen drawer. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Thomas. I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently, we are missing a case of Da Vinci's. Please don't tell Ms. Roberts. Case of Da Vinci's wine. Da Vinci's wine service. Case of Da Vinci's premium wine. And stainless steel bottle opener. Oh my, that is some expensive wine. If it's not Da Vinci's, it's not the best. I'm pretty sure they said it was in the kitchen drawer. In the kitchen drawer. They never specified which one. Conveniently missing out or leaving out details. 20 years later, Payne's Creek still honors the lives of coal mine workers. Despite shock and pain, it was a tragedy that united everyone. The incident that will forever be remembered by villagers of Payne's Creek. 20 years ago, 6 members of the village, together with 13 others from the towns of Hillsdale and Old Creek, perished in one of the coal mine demolition programs. The coal mine belonged to the Roberts Mining Company. Vivian Roberts, who had just married into the Roberts family, started a fundraising event that raised $96,000. Contributing $24,000 from her own company, a total of $120,000 was compensated to the 6 families. This is a very small sum compared to what those families lost, and no amount of money can replace their loved ones, Vivian told the press. What we can do, however, is provide them with whatever help they may need, and for those who have helped financially, the Roberts family thanks you. Wait, this isn't the kitchen. There it is. I was just being a big dummy. Shopping list for Trisha's birthday. 3 packs of balloons, candles, new tablecloths, baking powder, eggs, strawberries. I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? She, more than anybody in this town, doesn't deserve to be attacked by those faceless cowards. These people cannot see the positive impact she has made for this community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. M. I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with this... Oh, Cirilla. Hi. Hello. He told me he used to live here. Gotta focus on the case. I'm trying. He used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I've never talked to him that much. It felt quite nice relaxing with him. Rather relaxing. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand, so he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known that he was left-handed? Ooh. Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she had her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She will be 60 this year. I think I should help her. P.S. The address is 40 Black Pine Road, Paynes Creek, NL. Trisha and Vivian had an argument during dinner. Vivian is thinking to send Trisha to college, but Trisha wants to be with Scott. She is not thinking straight. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure that he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what he was so entranced by. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. June 11th. There will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She will officially be 21 years old. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They called it the secret hideout. Oof. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about it? Dr. Johnson is dead. He was the head of Payne Street Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. The police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted the request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident. Vivian did it. Vivian's the one that's dead. We have to find out who is responsible for killing Vivian. We may need to come back to this property at some point. You want to leave? No. So everything I need is in this town area. Oh, USPS. Public hunting area. Limited public hunting under federal and state laws. Consult manager for current regulations. Disclaimer notice. Children's play area. Children must be supervised by a responsible adult. The management cannot be held for any accident or for any injury incurred whilst using the facilities. I shouldn't go into the water. My equipment will get wet. I want to get wet. To-do list. Get more firewood. Give Trisha my spare cabin key. Fix Mrs. Patterson's sink. Visit Andrew at the hospital. Check hospital for missing tools. Of course, it's locked. Apparently the hospital is this way. already have one. Nope. Yes. Reception area, please be seated. Elevators aren't working. Kitchen area. Little fountain area. Emergency center. Looks like a key card. Great. Adios. One 172-6834-9435. Non-expiring. Rehab room. Room 205. What even is the point of this keycard if it doesn't unlock anything? Oh, the power's off. We might have to come back to this at a later time. Again. Here's the key that we requested. 7 Black Pine Road. One of these has to be for number 7. Oh boy. Ugh, look at this place. Like there was a fire here. Oh, actually, that's exactly what happened. There was a fire. Dear Daniel, how have you been, my son? It has been a while since I last wrote to you. I'm getting much better now. Dr. Johnson has assured me that I'm recovering well. I'm now working full-time at the mansion. The hallucinations are gone. There are just 2 more checkups to do and I'll be done with rehab. How's Mom doing? Is she still working at that restaurant? I hope she spends enough time with you. I don't blame her for leaving, and I wish I could be there for you. I am sorry things turned out this way. Please forgive me. I have been saving money and plan to have a flask of whiskey. Ooh, I don't like that. Jammed. I hate to admit it, but Scott is a good kid. He's hardworking, takes care of me when I'm drunk, and he's a man of his word. I'm sorry to like him. Did I see her again? How could that be? Why doesn't the medication work anymore? Did he give me cheap pills? No, that can't be. He's as guilty as I am. We're all in it together. He cannot abandon me. They cannot abandon me. Ever since Scott asked about her, I've started to see Sophia again. Why did he have to mention her? I need more pills. I think I'm going crazy. Oh Lord, I know I am a sinner. I realize it now. That's why I'm going crazy. I know that nothing I do will bring her back. I pray that our sins do not pass down to our children. Please forgive us for what we have done. Ooh. So he went coop for us. So he went crazy after his loss. Now it. Hello? Fortunately, this puts us back to square one. Still nowhere. Still feels like we're not getting anywhere with this. Ugh, it's stuck. Let's see. Oh, nope. Nope. One sec. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. Spirit soffits. This is definitely one of those games that doesn't hold your hand whatsoever. This comes off as a game that goes, okay, so you want to play, okay, so you want to pretend to be a detective? All right, good luck. It's like I don't want that. I just want a game to play. Okay. The key for the Paynes Creek the Paynes Creek Trinity Church is sometimes stored under the flower pot next to the church. See also Mayor's Mansion. A fancy pen has 1964 stamped on its back. Main reception desk drawer. Alright, gated. Medical records room. Where to find it? The hospital, nurse's station, top desk drawer. To be fair, adding a hint system wouldn't hurt, even if it's a limited one. Well, it wouldn't hurt, but I'll admit, it comes off as the kind of game that lets players truly become like a detective. Or pretend to be a detective. Like, no hand-holding whatsoever at all. Definitely more for the hardcore people. Wanda Tyler. 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. Let's see. Okay. Right. E. Medical record room. So, room 9. Partial interview with a non-responsive Trisha Roberts.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Spread across multiple drawers of filing cabinets. "43 Silver Lake Boulevard." Okay. 7 Black Pine Road. Dated. Catherine's locker at the nurse station. 1964. A note in the desk in the medical records room indicates that Catherine, a nurse, has lost a pin. We can find that pin in the drawer in the main reception desk. 1964, stamped onto it. Let's see. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but we were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Snyder, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. Since Susan has been sick for 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick at the last moment, tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do double shifts this weekend. It is unfortunate that 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Rumor was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was at 11:15 p.m. and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out the window. It wasn't raining. You have to re-enter the hospital from the town sewers. Dr. Henry Johnson's office. Grab the key card from a bench in the emergency room area. Render the electron. Exit the hospital and re-enter its basement to the Page Creek sewers once you have the sewer access key. Scott's secret cabin gated. Basement gated. Secret room gated. Return to this floor and swipe the key card. Multiple voicemail messages. Okay, so we have to find Scott Brooks' cabin. Key to Scott's cabin. Mayor's. So to get into Scott Brooks' cabin, we need to find. We have to get his key, and to find it, we need to go back to the mansion and go to Trish's room. Right. Trisha's. Gated maid's room, attic, security room. Nanny's room, tea room. Mayor's mansion security room. Let's 025241. So that's how we get into the security room. Employee information. Bernard Hopkins, November 15th, 1944. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Eric Tyler. Mary Martinez. Tea room, nanny room, Fisher room. There's a bunch of hate mail stored here. Investigation on Paynes Creek Community Hospital donation funds. Dear Mrs. Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending a portioned amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every fifth of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. The nanny's room, tea room, and Trisha's room. Nope, not. That's the nanny's room. There we go. Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. My diary. Ooh. Scott's a strange kid. Very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring. I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with me and myself? I don't need to be like my mom. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder of when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. 44871. I wonder if there's a map for the downstairs area. There it is. I think this is it. 44871. There we go. Vivian Roberts Medical Report. Dear Charles Roberts, Vivian's situation is currently stabilizing. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover, and in 6 months rehabilitation is necessary. Ooh. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. I am suggesting that you try and refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing this issue with your mother. Payne Street Community Hospital regards patient recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best to help Vivian. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. Ooh. There it is. Take that. Vivian's medical report. A night chest piece with the number 5 written on the bottom. Number 2. Illustrated Medical and Health Encyclopedia. Bottom drawer right side. Let's see, where would I have found the, Four right, 6 left, 3 right. Got a burger, fries, and onions from the nearby Mexican food place. Ooh, very nice. Okay. The study. 5194. Charles Roberts, upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of the deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accident, so we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the Page Creek Community Hospital, although she preferred to remain anonymous. According to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. The letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the note. If you would like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at the earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find out the truth about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near showing what happened to Sophia. We searched through all the states for any possible trace, but no avail. What we could conclude at the time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. We could continue the search, however, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely trustful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia. What can I do? She was my wife after all, and now Vivian is dead. So is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. Is this my punishment for the affair that I... Oh! There was an affair. Getting spicy. This time I got the fajita burger. Worth it? Ooh, very nice. Embedded key info. Key to Scott's cabin in the wardrobe. Got it. Locked nightstand to the left. Let's see. My old mansion grounds, the shed, gated shelf. Eight 831. We are definitely not playing this game the way the developer intended. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, not really. I mean, the game is like 9 years old. Add a key. I'll be taking that. Those aren't important anymore. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we are secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, the techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I was surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as tutor. That I shouldn't have been. I doubt anyone would give you flack for looking a few things up. And like you said, it was out for a while. Yeah, I pretty much have the full walkthrough up. If they ain't gonna give me a hint system or like a in-game guide, then I'm just gonna look up a guide myself. Scott's finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold at the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf. Scott, I think I'll visit him today. Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. Andrew. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Dear Tristan, you can always stay at my place when you're feeling lonely. Either Dorothy Patterns residence. Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew is also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't they know we're in love? Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but he wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread such a rumor about my family? At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. Then she asked where I got that name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. How could Mom fire Scott? That is so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. Why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside of the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared, as if he had been there this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Okay. This must be the attic. We have a lot of keys on us. One less key to worry about. There we go. Now we can open this. Well-cleaned grill fork. Grill bears. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time. Now, since he has started working at the Mason, he's always with Trisha. I used to be the one to hang out with Ooh. Mom says she's feeling better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot today. I wish every day would be like today. Today Scott came and asked if I knew anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Bottle caps. And bottles. Let's see. Instructions to the Benfield. Clock in the Robert's tea room. Oh. 2-6. I need an item. Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. Tea time? Alright, before I go, I believe there's one more room we have to check. The nanny room. No? Oh. I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay. There we go. The Bible. The Bible. I had to do a sneezy sneeze. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's quick-witted too, and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, and how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present. Oh. Headphones, cut off. Very sneaky game. Getting gamers to read. How she to act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worried too much that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think that Matthew liked her. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having a tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents." She was quiet for a moment, then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine, because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. Ooh. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this, even when Laura and Daniel were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been here almost every day, taking care of him and begging and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea, and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me a lot and left in a hurry. Oh, I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. June 19th. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending them money these past few years. She had been considering to return to Pain Street so they could be together again. If only I'd called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for him. Dear Charles, I have worked here for more than 20 years, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me and the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Payne Street, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I'll hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself, Dorothy. Okay. Master bedroom. Tea room gated. Stand with the green lamp. On top of it. Vivian Roberts' diary. Charles is running for... Oh my god, there's so much reading! There is so much reading in this game. Christ. You know what? I'm just gonna give up on the reading. My brain is tired. A master bedroom with a very nice view of the courtyard. Let's see. We have to go back to the attic. Let's see. Tea room. Oh, it's 3:20. 3:20? By a note on the balcony outside Trish's... Oh. 3:20. Hello? I'm not writing to you as a doctor, but as a friend. I know you. Well, hmm. Hmm. We still have 3 keys. 1 for the cabin. Let's see. One to Dorothy Patterns' place.
Roscoe Mercer _ XP says hello hungry, I'm dad.
Shut up. Oh my goodness. Dorothy. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have to go find the cabin now, since we have the key for it. Oh, no. Cirilla. Hey. How you doing? Hmm. I actually kind of forgot where the cabin is. I swear I saw it before. Here it is. A lot should be revealed here. Hopefully. Hmm. Hmm. That's curious. Hunting rifles. There we go. Key to Scottsbrook cabin. Diary. Stand on the couch. Ah. Another key. Key to Trisha's music box. Top drawer. Hmm. Let's see. The corner of the water heating unit that matches the one in Scott's basement. Angle. Let's see. Payne Street Community Hospital belonged to Wanda. 43 Silverblade. Locked. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm bored. This game is... This game is way too boring. I'm sure it's a good game and all, but my personal thing is there's too much reading and like way too much reading for me. There's a lot of diaries and journals and letters and articles and stuff that I have to read through, and that's not fun to do on stream. Like, it might be something fun to do off stream, like Morrowind levels of reading. I haven't even played Morrowind, but if it's that bad, then yeah, I'm not gonna. That might be a game I might skip. And also, there is like, I'm not saying that a game should hold your hand and walk you all the way through the game, but there should at least be an objective system. A current objective, like your current objective, do this, do that, find out this, find out that. And if Morrowind is not a good game to stream because everything is read and there's a long stretch of walking, it's a great game and fun, but it's not stream friendly unless you played it before. I played it like 3 twies. Yeah, nothing too obtrusive, but something to look at if the player needs help. And yeah, a simple help system, or a simple hint system, like in The Room. That would have been very nice. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. That's my website, Discord, Telegram, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Twitter, YouTube, etc. And let's see, who should we visit? Oh wait. Nah, not that person. What if we visited, no. Oh yeah, Wolf Dad. There we go. Thank you guys for coming over. I'll be sure to post the stream schedule tonight. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night.